10 mysterious and fascinating facts about capybaras, the foreign minister of the animal kingdom. Known as the friendly ambassador of the animal world, capybaras have been making waves online with their charming antics. From hopping on the backs of their buddies for a ride, chilling in hot springs, to sitting around looking like they've achieved ultimate zen. These guys are pure internet gold. Lately, capybaras are everywhere. You'll spot their faces on plushies, toys, and even school supplies. And, fun fact, if you've seen Blackpink and Selena Gomez's ice cream music video, Jennie is literally sharing food with a capybara. So why wait? Let's join KINH LUP TV and dive into these 10 fascinating mysteries about the coolest rodent on the planet. What's a capybara? Whoa, just hearing the name sounds like the latest idol everyone's obsessed with, right? From kids to grandparents, it's all capybara fever. So, what's a capybara? It's a giant rodent, mostly found in South America, especially Brazil. They love living in family groups, sometimes with dozens of members. Super chill and quiet, they've got eyes, noses, and ears all sitting neatly on top of their heads, making them look like a mini version of a hippo. And guess what? They're herbivores.
Wow.
Yep, they stick to grass. So, they're not the troublemakers other rodents can be. Oh, and here's the kicker. They're the largest rodents in the world. These big fellas can weigh between 77 to 145 pounds and grow up to 4.3 feet long. The biggest one ever recorded? Almost 220 pounds. True to their name, capybaras love water. They can dive and hold their breath for up to 5 minutes. Basically, they're Olympic-level swimmers, with webbed feet that make gliding through water super easy. And their semi-aquatic lifestyle? It's a lifesaver. Literally, it helps them escape predators like jaguars, wildcats, eagles, and even anacondas. Fun fact: capybaras can sleep in water by keeping their noses just above the surface. Seriously, how cool is that? But they're not just water babies. On land, they're fast. These guys can hit speeds of up to 22 miles per hour, 35 kilometers per hour, making them speedy little escape artists when danger's nearby. And here's the wildest part. Capybaras are known as the peace ambassadors of the animal kingdom. Even crocodiles. Yes, crocodiles will hang out with them. If anyone can make friends with a predator, it's the ever-chill capybara. The Minister of Foreign Affairs of the animal world. You didn't hear that wrong. Capybaras are so friendly that the internet has officially dubbed them the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the animal kingdom. These water-loving rodents aren't just about living in herds and co-parenting their babies. They're also super chill with other animals. According to The Sun, capybaras love hanging out with birds, snuggling up to cats, and playing around with dogs or even monkeys. In the wild, they're especially tight with yellow-headed kerkera birds. The birds help them by eating parasites. And in return, capybaras share food and even let the birds hitch a ride on their backs. But here's the wild part. Capybaras are so brave they'll climb onto a crocodile's back just to catch a ride across the river. What? Are we sure they're not related to honey badgers? Because that's some serious daredevil energy right there. One capybara surrounded by a swarm of crocodiles? No problem. And their face? Cool as a cucumber. Total Zen mode. Seriously, we have no choice but to stan. Oh, and FYI, capybara-themed merch is taking over the internet right now. But before we talk about all that in part 5, let's dive into some fun facts about this internet-famous idol. Stay tuned. Capybara's one-of-a-kind diet. Just like other rodents, capybara teeth never stop growing. To keep them from turning into tusks, these guys are constantly grinding them down by munching on water plants, algae, and river grasses. In captivity, their menu gets a glow-up with favorites like watermelon, pumpkin, and kale. Because, apparently, even capybaras don't skip their greens. They can chow down on 4 to 9 pounds of food a day like it's no big deal. But here's the weird part. Their digestive system? Not great. They can't absorb all the nutrients the first time around. So every morning, capybaras eat their own poop. Why? Because it's loaded with protein and gives them a second shot at digesting those nutrients.
Damn!
A fun fact: some researchers think crocodiles don't bother eating capybaras because, well, they eat crocodile poop too. How do capybaras reproduce? Hey, anyone here afraid of rats? If you are, you might freak out when you see how capybaras give birth. No joke. Their babies are born almost as big as a full-grown field rat. But unlike their rodent ancestors who are baby-making machines, seriously, they can get pregnant at 5 weeks old, have babies every 3 weeks, and deliver up to 20 at a time. Capybaras are a bit more modest. A female capybara is pregnant for 130 to 150 days and gives birth to 1 to 8 babies per litter. The babies are born on land, but within hours, the mom heads back to her usual hangout in the water. Speaking of water, capybaras only mate in it. And here's the twist. If a female isn't into a male, she can just get out of the water or dive deep, leaving him with no choice but to try his luck somewhere else. Tough crowd. As for the babies, they start eating grass within a week but keep nursing, from any female in the group, for about 16 weeks. After that, they're ready to stick with the family or start a crew of their own. And let's be real, capybaras are adorable at any age. Even celebs can't get enough of these chill little guys. How did capybaras steal everyone's heart? Let's face it, capybaras are everywhere. These youth idols are taking the internet by storm, and their fame is no joke. The internet's obsession with real-life capybaras has sent sales of capybara-themed merch skyrocketing. The capybara fever has exploded on social media and caused a shopping frenzy on e-commerce platforms this year. It's not just plush toys either. There are capybara hair clips, keychains, backpacks, pillows, school bags, mirrors, and tote bags, selling in the thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands. And it's not just the fans. Celebrities are under their spell too. Vietnamese superstar Sun Tung MTP is all about capybaras. On July 14th, he shared birthday photos decked out with a full-on capybara theme. Before that, he changed his Instagram profile picture to a capybara and even considered adopting one, though he had to scrap the idea because he couldn't meet their habitat needs. Meanwhile, Blackpink's Jennie is a certified capybara stan. She featured one in her ice cream music video and recently incorporated them into accessories in her Gentle Monster eyewear collection. Thanks to their viral fame, several places in Vietnam now let visitors see real capybaras up close. But experts are warning against keeping them as pets. They might look cute, but if they escape, they can seriously harm local ecosystems. Can you keep a capybara as a pet? Feeling bored of walking your dog or scooping your cat's litter box? Well, here's an idea to shake things up. How about raising a capybara? Instead of the usual dog or cat combo, Melanie and Richard, a middle-aged couple from the US, decided to befriend a chunky, adorable capybara named Gary. Weighing in at about 112 pounds, Gary is surprisingly smart and fast, faster than most dogs, according to Melanie. He's also super friendly with their other pets, including dogs, cats, horses, rabbits, and even a tortoise. But his absolute favorite thing? Playing tag with the family rabbit. That said, Melanie does warn against the idea of raising a capybara. While they're cute, capybaras can sometimes get aggressive. And with their sharp teeth, they can seriously hurt someone if they're in a bad mood. Maybe that's why in Vietnam you can't keep a capybara as a pet. The only way to see one up close is at places like Zoo in Diplomat, which has been a huge hit with visitors lately. And now here's a secret about capybaras they definitely prefer you didn't know. Stay tuned. Capybaras' natural enemies. In the wild, capybaras only live around 7 to 10 years. Why? Well, life out there is tough, and they've got to constantly dodge predators trying to make them dinner. These poor guys aren't safe on land or in the water, because a bunch of big, scary animals have them on the menu. Their biggest nightmare? The jaguar. This beast is the third largest cat in the world, right after tigers and lions. Jaguars are famous for their crazy strength, lightning speed, and killer hunting skills. They can stalk prey like pros and ambush with zero warning. Plus, they've got the strongest bite of any big cat. Basically, jaguars are the capybara's worst enemy on land. And if that wasn't bad enough, baby capybaras also have to keep an eye out for anacondas, giant snakes that love hanging around and snatching up little ones near the water. But here's the twist. When humans domesticate capybaras and raise them in zoos or even as pets, their lifespan almost doubles. They can live up to 12 years in captivity, safe from all those predators. Up next, let's bust a century-old myth about this adorable internet sensation. The capybara was once mistaken for a fish. So, back in the 18th century, humans started sailing all over the world, discovering new lands and animals they'd never seen before. When European, specifically Spanish, missionaries arrived in the Americas, they came across the capybara and a bunch of other strange creatures they couldn't name. For some reason, maybe they were running low on food, these missionaries started arguing about whether it was okay to eat capybara during Lent, when meat was off limits. They even wrote to Rome, describing the meat as salty and kind of fishy, like seafood. And guess what? The Pope, who had never seen a capybara in his life, declared it a fish and gave everyone permission to eat it during Lent. Yup, a fish. That's why, even today, eating capybara meat is still a tradition in some parts of South America. But come on. Have you seen a capybara? They're so chill, so cute. The thought of eating one just feels wrong, doesn't it? Poor little guys. Capybara. Obsessed with hot springs. If you see a capybara, there's one thing you can be sure of. Water is nearby. These semi-aquatic rodents are absolutely crazy about water. On hot days, they soak in it. They even sleep in it, keeping just their noses above the surface to breathe. In fact, scientists and wildlife photographers have often caught capybaras chilling in the water like it's no big deal. Even in the Amazon River basin, where predators like giant anacondas and eagles are lurking, capybaras happily gather in groups to swim and splash around totally unbothered. Their love for water doesn't stop there. They're also huge fans of hot springs. In Japanese zoos with natural hot spring systems, you can spot capybaras hanging out together, soaking in the steamy water with the most satisfied looks on their faces. So, what about you? Are you as into river dips or hot spring baths as these capybaras? Drop a comment below. I'm in, or not my vibe. Stick around. We've got another fascinating capybara fact coming up next. The capybara clan communicates in their own unique voice. They may look easygoing and a bit aloof, hanging out in the water all day, but capybaras are definitely not the shy, silent type. In reality, they have a special language made up of different sounds, each with its own meaning. From warning about danger, signaling a change in direction, to taking care of their babies, these giant rodents express themselves with teeth chattering, soft whines, and cute little squeaks. Pretty cool, huh? Honestly, their sound effects are way more interesting than they look. Hey friends! Just now we explored tons of super fun and surprising facts about the internet's latest rodent sensation, the capybara. This adorable giant guinea pig has been stealing hearts everywhere, and it's no surprise why it's such a hot topic lately. So, how many of you here are in love with this chill little guy? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to KINH LUP TV, so you'll always be the first to catch our newest and coolest videos every day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.